Yup. Alright, so it begins. What are we gonna get to... That pause. Another Gallic? Are you serious, game? I don't want another Gallic. Or a Cudgeler. I don't want him either. I don't want a Cudgeler. Okay, please. Let there be something good in here. Please. It's an epic! Who could it be? Who could it be? Oh, it's a visionary. Okay. That's another copy. I don't want that. No. I'll probably feed the third one because it's my third visionary. Headsman. Not courier, man. Or courtier, whatever. Another Ogren Jailer? How many copies is he gonna give me of that? Adjudicator? No. Fortress Goon? No. Get that out of here. Another Corpulent Cadaver? Not a totem. Magister, fake apothecary, not worth my time building. And Slayer. Yeah, no, we didn't get very good pulls, but we can get this Yannica that I had been fusing for ages. So there's that. She's decent, but I got her the hard way by fusing. Yep. We have Yannica. I'll take it. I mean, it's the only legendary I actually got was the one that I've been fusing this whole time, so it is what it is. Like, I don't always get legendaries. It's not something you can just, like, you always get. Sometimes you get duds like that. I was hoping for something else, but yeah. I mean, I can hatch those as well. They're mostly food, yeah. I mean, some of the greens and whites can be usable, but I don't recommend building them on an early account in general. Okay, so let's do the other one, shall we? I'm gonna do the other account real quick and see if it got better luck to contribute to the clan. I hope it does, because I didn't want the only champ there to be a dupe, like a third visionary. I can't even use it. I don't want a third visionary. I already have two. Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? It's an epic! Who could it be? The first Vogoth for this account. That's huge. That's huge. Oh yeah, Twin Claw Disciple. No. No. Grappler. No, I don't want him. Why is my game lagging? Okay. Not Siege Breaker. Just Siege Breaker's not useful to me. Vogoth's big, though. I mean, I have him on the other account, like the first account, but this is this account's first Vogoth, so it allows me to do crazy things. Alright, please. Please give me something good. Not Mystic Hand. It's an epic. Who could it be? Who could it be? The first Jarrig on this account! Let's go! The first Jarrig, because the other account is a Jarrig, but not this one. Tiger Soul, get out of here. Not Sentinel. Since I'm kind of low on... I can do it. Because I have enough energy fuel that doesn't matter right now. No, stop trying to sell me crap. Please. I beg of you, game. I know. I know. But like, you know, we don't care. Just same, I'm making space. I am making space. Mostly by feeding my ones, all of my one stuff to the Vogoth. That's mostly what I'm doing. What's that? A dupe apothecary. Again. This useless nut bar named Myrmidon. What this was? What this? What? In the first Royal Guard! The first Royal Guard for this account! Let's go! Let's actually go! Rocktooth. I don't want him. Well, a Grinner dupe for this account. I thought almost it was a new champ. No, I don't want a Crimson Slayer. Ogren Jailer, another copy, but I can still use them in certain places. Not an Ordinator. Get out of here. It's an epic. Who could it be? All new champion, Kellen the Shrike. Oh, what's he good for? Oh, he's weird. Okay. He's kind of an all-rounder. A War Maiden. Great for views. But I get so many copies. Alright, what does this bad boy got? The Sacred. What do we got? It's an epic. Who could it be? An Umatogi dupe. Okay, game. Alright. And then, of course, we can summon this Yannica as well. The Day of the Yannicas. And there we go. Let's go. Now it's closer. Okay, good. The Demented Spoon is on the rise. Slowly up the ranks. All right, so we got that. You can watch this on my channel where I get the different champs. There's going to be a lot more champs to build on the second account. I can tell you right now. Because I got some really nice epics on there. Maybe not Miscreated Monster, but some decently good epics. Where we got? Okay, so I've got a bunch of that. Just gonna buy these Arbiter skin frags. Just get that out of the way. And buy some of this gold and silver. Because I don't have a lot of it. Alright. So now it's time for the ritual campaign grind. But I'm gonna raise some food, and of all the champs that I've pulled on here, who do I want to 6-star? I probably want to 6-star, or I want to try to 6-star Yannica, if I had to be perfectly honest with you. Because she's good for, well, Yannica and maybe Pharsalus or that other guy, but I want to do Yannica and maybe Rearguard, because Yannica is gonna be good for my arena. My arena is kinda lagging, like in terms of power. So yeah. I know the feeling. Man, that Fire Knight tournament has so much to it that for me to even catch up, I would have to do something stupid. You can build multiple, but I recommend starting with one in your phase of the game. Okay. My Melga needs better artifacts. Okay. Not attack 10%. Not 5-star gauntlets. I need better gauntlets than that. I'm gonna go resistance. I still have to figure out that other build for the Sork. That build. Oh, why do I have to figure it out? Because it's completely different from anything I've done before in that game. So that's gonna be a bit of a pain. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. Because I have to still sort out how that sorcerer build works. Oh boy. Sounds easy to sort out, but it's not. Oh, it does. It does. I'm gonna be doing that for this Melga. Well, that's good to hear. I didn't want inspiring a book to go to inspiring. Can it go into the revive, please? Okay, the shield. Can it go into the revive? Glorious return. Please. Not into my shield again. Into the revive. Not the inspiring violence. Thank you. There, that's all I want to book on that character. Okay. So. So I'm going to start with leveling Melga into... As I'm thinking, I want to try a Melga something else combo, like a Melga... her... and then have, like, Yannica here. Something like that. Well, like, Yannica's for the arena, right? That's her job. Her job is for arena and wave content. While, Melga and Ursula the Mourner, their job is to make sure my team doesn't die in, like, clan boss and stuff. Because I still have to build a team that does a stupid amount of damage on Nightmare. So, because of that, I'm trying to figure out what damage mitigation champs can I raise for that and for Doom Tower. So that's why I'm using Melga and Ursula, as well as the Yannica's job is to do the heavy damage, the DPS. Because the characters have different roles depending on, you know, what they are. They have different things that they do. So yeah, they continue their climb. The next 6-star is going to be Yannica. Because I don't see how making Visionary strong right now, even though I got another Visionary on here, is going to do me any good. I still think Melga is going to do a lot for me. Because she has that thick shield and a revive. And then if I combine it with, like, a strengthen with Ursula, and then I put block damage over the top, that should be decent. Unless I get a Man-Eater tomorrow, but I don't know if that's likely. You mean the Orc Gallic? You want to save him for Faction Wars. Because he's good. He's a good damage dealer for Faction Wars, but he's not necessarily, like, for everything. Like, he can be for a lot of things, but he's not as good as Kale, and he's certainly not as good as someone like Fushan, like what you had there. Yeah. I mean, there are other champs where the food is, like, the big thing, but like that's their thing. Their purpose in life is food. Like a lot of those champs that you hatch from mystery shards, like most of them that aren't rares, a lot of them are food. um, Yannica, I've been working towards a very long time. And I actually got set back because what happened was in Delta's clan, right? The guy from my last clan, I was trying to fuse a Yannica back when I was in his clan, but then when I got kicked from the clan, it reset all my fragments. So then I had to regather the fragments with clan gold again. And I did manage eventually to get all the fragments again now, and I've managed to hatch two of them. So yeah, I did eventually make it back, but that took a long time. That took more time to do than you've played Raid, period. Like, that took, I want to say, 200 days, maybe more. But I eventually made it all the way back. But that doesn't mean that, even though I have a Yannick as a damage dealer, that's her thing, though, is damage. She doesn't do the other important thing that I need for, like, Clan Boss, which is to keep my Occult Brawler and other damage dealers alive, like Occult Brawler, Ninja, Drexler, like the stuff I use for Clan Boss. Like, I need a damage, like, mitigation. I can't, like, I need someone to face tank the stun and to heal and to add shields to stop the team from wiping early. And currently, that's what Melga and Ursula, that's their job, is to do that. It's not a glamorous job, but it's an important job. That's their thing, and to revive. That's what they do. I don't know, not all champions have the most glorious jobs, but but they can be vital to creating specific teams. Like, the reason I'm even bothering with Melga is so that, like, my Gala Longbraids and my Geomancer can, like, survive in, like, Doom Tower. Otherwise, they're gonna die, no one's gonna revive them, and it's gonna be kind of sad. So, that's why I'm leveling them. That's their thing. $300 mystery or ancients? Yeah, because some people will actually hatch 300 ancients for this. No. That's the heavy. Like I mentioned, there's heavy spenders wandering around in this game. They exist. They exist. Some people take these, like, tournament things very seriously. Like, our clan takes it moderately seriously, but some of them are so serious it's kind of ridiculous. You know what I mean? Yeah, like they love doing overkill. Like, if you look at clan rankings, right? You see those top clans? Those are all the overkill lovers. Not at your phase of the game until silver becomes a lot more plentiful to you. Um, it will be once you get Bellower going. Cause, like I said, once Bellower, because I'm using Bellower right now. I'm using him to train, going through Brutal, different stages of Brutal, training my Yannicka, my Ursula, and my Melga before I gear them in more gear. Um, I mean, it's a mixture of gear and 6-star, because like this bellower I have has almost 4K attack. Like he's not low on the attack. And he's got high crit rate and high crit damage. So he smacks. You check at the total stats in your character thing, and it'll tell you how much crit damage and crit rate your character. Like, okay, it's harder. It's not as hard for me to read as a parse, but it's kind of hard to read. Like parses, I really don't understand what's going on with those. Yeah, that's not going to smack very hard, unfortunately. It's not just the stats. You have to understand, it's stats over sets most of the time. Like, how much stats you have is often more important than what set you have, because what happens is, right, is the stats, the actual raw stats you have, determine point blank what damage you deal. The sets can add to it, but the stats really determine how hard is your character going to do a specific thing depending on what it scales off of. Like for Bellower, his stuff scales off attack, crit rate, crit damage, like a regular nuker. But for something like Drexstar, don't build him in attack. It won't work because he's defense based. All of his damage is based off defense. So you build defense on him. Defense and crit damage and crit rate. That too. I'm gonna continue to try to blast through the different areas. Brutal is generally where I farm my champs in general, because Nightmare is way too difficult to just get through, like for farming purposes. Um, unless you have a really really powerful nuker that can get through it. Like you have one, but you just haven't. He doesn't have the gear and the stuff yet to do it. Because Bellower farms brutal fine, but he kind of, unless his gear is godlike, he doesn't do Nightmare very well compared to someone like Fushan, who has even higher potential multipliers to do that kind of thing. Like you need someone with like ethos like multipliers, and Fushan is one of them. Like, because the waves in Nightmare are really tanky is the problem. You know what I mean? They're very tanky. And in order to, be even mildly efficient at it, you need something that's going to hit them like a god. Yep. Well, there's a number of places. At your phase, you're probably going to want, like, Dragon's Lair or Ice Golem. And later in the game, when you get a good Fire Knight team, you can start using gear in like Fire Knight, and as you climb up Clan Boss, you'll get better Savage. Because Cruel and Savage, Savage and Cruel gear is good for like Nightmare because it ignores defense. It ignores a percentage of the target's defense. It's like penetration. If possible, but it takes a long time to get up to that level. Because most people's Fire Knight teams, I'm going to be blunt, are really bad. Like, You know those pug groups that everyone hates? Like the bad pug groups? Not the good ones, the bad ones. That's kind of where a lot of people's Fire Knight teams lay. Like the bad. They don't. I'm gonna tab over there and check it. Hopefully my Discord won't. I'm gonna go call that an episode for now because it was also a hatching in there as well. So I'm gonna go exit the client and just stop that there.